Hello everyone, my name is Caden, and welcome back to more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last time, we had a more relaxed episode with Van. For some reason, I almost thought we didn't have the more relaxed episode, and yesterday was the episode before that, in which case, anyways, this time, we're probably going to continue more spring work, and maybe getting to the story today, but, as always, side quests come first. Ooh, excuse me. As always, side quests come first. So, first order of business here. Oh, and I did do a little bit of farming and adjusting stuff outside of recording in the Grim Garden. I should probably mention that. Nothing serious. I just tried getting what I could. I tried getting the connection event with like a connection token with Reen, but I could not get one. Like from the Grimoire decryption, so I can view like past connection events that I missed out on. I tried getting one with the Grimoire decryption, could not for the life of me grab one. So, and it takes a while to farm for those tokens. So, yeah, just gonna have to sidestep that. But let's go to Riverside.
Let's be on our way.
There are 2 food items and a gift I need to get here. I already see a Bermati here.
Van, darling.
Hello, Bamasi.
The
How's your
world
cooler?
And leaving so soon.
Wait, it just now occurred to me I didn't actually look at what you had.
Order would. Leaving so soon.
Ice cream! Get your ice cream here!
Hmm? Who are you? Lucia.
Huh? What's he doing here? I already got into trouble. Is he really trying to mess with Jessica again? I have to ask him myself.
Huh? Didn't this lady work at that cafe in Tyrol? Weird.
Come on by and eat your fill.
Don't know what that's all about, but
My stuff can't be beat.
quattro
I'll be
formaggi
waiting for you.
tacos.
Major Amelia is so...
And then go all the way.
Oh, I just...
Yep, figured. Car. Out of the way.
Can I help you?
Buy the racing goggles.
Come again.
By the way, nice car y'all got here. There is a new fish we can grab.
Beginning search!
Alright, where is that?
Let's do this thing.
Ah, there. You know the rules. Speed it up.
Let's do this thing. That's it.
Wow, I don't know how I managed to get that right.
Big one.
Oh, hey, there it is. There's a new fish. Oh, wait.
Take
There's
your
a second
time.
fish we
This
can
is
get
an
here.
adequate spot for fishing.
Let's do this thing.
Yeah,
Initiating search.
remember how we missed a fish back in
Let's
Kevin's
do
route?
this thing.
This is when we can apparently get it.
Now where?
I do need to grab these. I need as much Grim tokens as I can if I'm gonna try and get that,
Beginning search.
whatchamacallit, the, connection event.
I bet I can catch a big one here.
Let's do this thing.
I need to say, like, a big
Let's
big
do
catch
this
or whatever.
thing.
Yep, there we go.
Let's
Glad
do
we can at
this
least fix
thing.
this one.
That's it.
Give me that.
This is a big one.
Well, we already got it. Fantastic.
Initiating
I did
search.
see this earlier. Alright then. Ooh, excuse me. In that case, we now have a side quest.
We're gonna go to space.
There's nothing else, right? Okay, yeah.
Planner launch.
Let's also make sure I give that gift. Lightning leg guards for Amelia. Boots with built-in protection, made of a cutting-edge synthetic material. Why don't give them a hurries?
Thanks.
ATS plus 3.
Thank you
There you go,
very
Wayne.
much.
Now we can check it.
What to do?
Root of strange illness. I've been pretty sick lately and it's starting to take its toll. While I know the cause, no one seems to believe me, between my doctor and the people at work. Would you mind hearing me out? I'll be waiting by the terrace in Riverside. Bradley. Okay. Strange request, but let's go see him out. Wrong spot. Bradley. Hello.
Listen, do you have business with me? I'm waiting for someone right now. Actually, you know what? Anyone would be fine. Would you hear me out?
Are you Bradley? I'm Mark the Spriggan. I saw you for SPG.
Wait, you saw my request? Please help me.
Whoa, no, seems like you got some real problems.
If you don't mind, could you give us the details about your request? Since it's a 4SPG, we might be able to help. Thank you. I've been having trouble sleeping lately. My body is sluggish and my mind is hazy, and I haven't been able to focus on work at all. I want you to help me get over this. Have you been in poor health? If so, it would probably be better if you went to the doctor and asked. I've already seen a doctor, but they didn't believe me at all. Even the people I work with decide I'm just tired or having a mental breakdown. They've been handling me with kid gloves, even though that's obviously not the cause. It sounds like you have a clue as to what might be behind this. It's the footage. The footage on the street monitors. You know, in the city where they show movies, theater announcements, ads for the space program, that sort of thing. Huh? The footage. Yes, my health has been deteriorating ever since I saw the street monitors. It gets even worse every time I walk by one of them. Even say I made sure to avoid the place where the screens were put up and managed to post my request in Riverside, and I knew it. You don't believe me. But what else can I say? It's the truth. You're all the same. Nobody will take my story seriously.
Well, I won't lie, I'm very curious to see where this leads, so let's see it. Which street monitors are you talking about exactly?
You believe me?
I don't get the sense that you're lying anyway. The fact of the matter is, you were up before SPG. Your claim is the only basis we need. But I prefer a concrete lead if possible, so talk us through it calmly if you can.
Thank you.
As indulgent as ever.
The monitors I saw most often were the ones at Station Street in the Chardon district. That's the route I usually take to and from work, but when I passed them recently I started getting dizzy. Whenever I pass by after that, my head would get hazy, and it felt like my body was getting heavier. I'm scared of what will happen when I look at them next. I see. That should be enough information for now. Van, let's start investigating right away. If there's something to those monitors, we simply can't ignore it.
But, well, you wait here and try and enjoy leisurely coffee. And try out the tacos from the food stand across the way. I highly recommend them.
Okay. Alright, let's get to it. Why don't we ask people who might have something to do with the monitors on Station Street and in the Chardon district?
Commencing mission.
It's like Van said, she doesn't seem to be lying.
Serving supersized portions today.
So, why don't we go ahead and just see where this heads?
Off we
First
go.
up, Station Street. We have to... I probably could have actually done this a little more efficiently, but whatever.
Performing shark
What's this?
search.
There's a blue. Oh, hello. Who's that?
This is so freaking awesome. What would
I
you
also need
like?
to check the shop while I'm at. Fluorite aroma. Get for Fairy, an orbital aroma lamp decorated with fluorite.
Please stop by again sometime.
Neato. How do I get outside? There.
Astronaut Amelia Hart here.
Immodest gal.
Why is this happening to me?
Space is gonna launch from right
Hey,
here.
the hell are you looking at me for? This ain't show, man.
But
Independence 2 is 70 arch long and has more than 100 times the thrust
There,
and
there,
speed
Van.
of your average airship.
Is she waiting for someone?
It's bound to be
She
the
seems
most
oddly stressed
exciting
out.
ride in history.
poor Van.
With our
Also, thank you, Aaron.
What can I get for you? Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Hey, you
Can
got
you
anything about the
spare a
street
moment?
monitors? You're asking if anything unusual has happened with the monitor recently? Yeah, I thought you might have heard something since you're the owner. Nothing. I haven't gotten any reports about it either. All passerby catch sight of the monitor, not just people visiting IOTA. Between the space program and all the new movie ads, it's definitely been getting more attention lately. If someone could get sick just by looking at it, you'd think there'd be more victims.
That's definitely true. If the guild received such a report, it'd become their first priority. It could be the problems hidden specifically so that no one would believe the victims, even if they did speak up. True, though it might be too early to draw conclusions one way or another.
You say it happens when they just look at the monitor?
Do you have an idea?
I just remembered that I might have heard something about that in a lecture back when I was studying at the Institute of Science. If I remember right, there was some sort of technology involving moving pictures that had been misused. Lectures do often cover well-known misuses and risks of past technology. If there was already word of it happening when Ilham was in school. Yeah, it may have been an incident from long ago. I'm sorry I can't remember it very well. No, that was actually informative in a lot of ways. Thanks. Alright, that's something to go off at least. Next up, the Chardon District. Go specifically to the Chardon.
Let's get going.
The Chardon.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Das Rheinring for Reset, a near-complete collection of Zemiria's most popular operas. Alright.
Please stop by again. Got something to
Anyway,
ask
street
you.
monitor anomalies. People feeling unwell after looking at the monitor. Terribly sorry, but I haven't heard about anything like that. Certainly it would be inexcusable if the Chardon were to ignore something negatively impacting our guests.
I see. You get a lot of visitors here, and the monitor surely attracts attention.
Yes, after all, it is a curved monitor, which is the latest tech. I don't know the details, but I have heard it's quite the groundbreaking technology.
Yes, we've only just started having curved screens capable of matching the standards to flat ones. The fact that you can see even when you're not looking straight on makes it incredibly effective for advertising. I heard they're considering introducing it to a variety of formats like desktop computers. Katra, you look kind of happy.
Amelia shows you, look at this. Look at this phone. I don't know why, but the way that the picture of Amelia was just holding the phone looking so happy was just very funny to me. Like, look at this. Can I get it to appear again? Hang on. If I just sit here for a second, well, it's not gonna do it, is it? Oh well. That's tech enthusiast for you. But since we're here, have you noticed anything curious? Anything at all? It doesn't even have to involve people who look at the monitor. Now that you mention it, I did overhear a guest mention something he saw on the monitor. He claimed he saw a white image flash on it for just a moment.
A white image?
I kept an eye out for it myself just in case, but I never saw a thing. I concluded that perhaps the screen was a little unstable, even though it is the latest model.
I can't deny the possibility, I suppose.
Well, thanks for answering our questions.
We've heard a lot about the screens Bradley mentioned. However, while we received some concerning reports, I hesitate to say we found any decisive leads.
Yeah, the client's not the only one who's seen the monitors. A bunch of other folks have seen them too. And nobody else has gotten sick from it besides her.
Just to make sure, we're still planning to trust Bradley and continue the investigation, right?
Of course, she really is feeling sick, and that's all we need to know.
Yes, I suppose you're right. There may be some sort of prerequisite required for it to occur. Something that causes it to only work on specific people in the crowd. Is that even possible? If that's true,
Seems like we should check out the footage for ourselves at this point.
The footage was presumably provided by the respective advertising companies. The guild could probably acquire it under the pretext of assisting with the investigation.
If you could arrange for that for us, that'd be a big help.
Then let's get in touch and see what we can negotiate.
Alright. Receiving permission from the advertising companies, the group was given the video footage that aired on the 2 monitors. Took it back to the office to analyze. Alright, let's take a look.
Analysis complete. A file-size discrepancy between the original footage provided and the footage currently being broadcast has been found. It appears that digital images were mixed into the gaps in the footage at an unknown time.
Just as I thought. I'll try displaying them. So there is something up. How's this?
My image.
I see that fucking... It's Altered Dawn.
Could this be what we heard at the Chardin? I think so, though the guest probably only noticed it by chance. It appears this was inserted between frames in the video via the Orbital network. No doubt about it. It's intended to create a subliminal effect.
It's fucking AD. Alright, who the fuck did this?
Subliminal? It is a technique to influence one's subconscious using images that flash by at imperceivable speeds. I have heard that it works on the unconscious mind, and to some extent, and can even control the way someone thinks.
Yeah, word is that when Orbital movies first started out, they experimented with it in local theaters. Say by inserting images of popcorn in a movie, they could dramatically increase sales. After that, though, cults and frauds started abusing it. Nowadays, there are regulations protecting against it. It's ringing a bell, but does it seriously actually work?
Subliminal imprinting? Could such a thing really have an impact on Radley's physical health? There's physiological precedent, so I don't think it's impossible. Though I can't say it's happening in this case for sure, nor what the conditions have to be to make it happen. Who in the world would do this and why? We need to put a stop to it as soon as we can.
Yeah, our client might not be the only victim. Think we can trace the data?
I'm currently using the Orbital network to attempt to trace the data contained in the image. There, the address appears to be the control room from Treon Tower. Of all places? So and Nadia conducted an investigation there previously. We should be able to reach it via the stairs on the observation deck.
Yeah, well, no time like the present. Oh boy. After instructing them to restore an old, unmodified version of the video, Van and crew resumed their investigation. Why did it say frickin' Altered Dawn?
Good stuff.
Blue Magician. I'm getting angry at this frickin' new cult. I hated the frickin' Demiurgo's cult was the one that did shit to so many other people, and I don't.
Search time.
Where can I find blood?
Let's hit the road.
Apparently there's going to be an alignment choice here. Source the insert of subliminal messages. Tower's control room is just beyond this point. We ain't got time to ask for permission. Should we head in? Alright. There is going to be an extra SP condition, Ohad. Who are you? He's near. Guide everyone.
Think he's the culprit?
Maybe. He's acting a bit odd.
You're right. How do you not notice all of us entering the room? The source is that terminal there. I think we need to shut down right away, no matter what. A bracer would logically interrogate the man about the situation first.
Oh, what's the move here? I'm sorry, it's very funny that your options are ask him about the situation and knock him out cold. Just get him out. The urge to do it is very strong. I cannot deny that. I cannot deny it, indeed. I cannot deny it. I cannot deny it. I cannot deny it. Knock him out. I'll make this quick. Die.
Shoot first and ask questions later, huh? Then maybe we didn't have a choice.
Listen, it was the freaking cult, so I don't care. Considering the circumstances, yeah, let's hurry and get a good look at this terminal.
I'm seeing a history of hacking into street monitors using the tower's orbital network. Just as we thought, it seems they were using it to insert the subliminal images remotely. Can we stop it? About that, it appears to have complex security measures in place utilizing orbital locks. It may be difficult to shut it down by force, and it's possible that one wrong move could result in the loss of stored information. And perhaps this is a job for Mayor?
Yeah, we might be able to get through with the hollow core hacking. Alright, Mayor Bear.
It's all yours, Van.
Right then, let's get down to it. Alright, Mayor Bear, shall we?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to Mayor Bear.
Conducting search. This is kid stuff. Security
Is that a
conducting
hack
search.
wall? Yeah. Oh dear.
Now I've done it.
Oh damn it.
Not done yet.
I'm in trouble. Ah. Hey, hey, chill, chill, chill.
Conducting search. Conducting search.
I'm risking it.
This is kid stuff. Security conducting search.
Ah!
This is kid stuff. Security conducting search.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. I'm gonna be cutting it close. Checkpoint saved.
Conducting search.
I'm gonna be cutting it real close, I think.
Conducting search. Conducting search.
Oh, we're gonna be cutting it a little close for my liking.
Conducting search.
Oh, never mind. I thought we were.
I made it! This thing's as good as unlocked.
Alright, we did it. Nice work.
We succeed in completely blocking the hacking to each location. I'll secure the stored information.
This is... It's AD.
Alter Dawn.
The white image used for subliminal imprinting. The picture was mostly obscured by noise before, but this is a full thing. It says AD. Isn't that like the people Fan fought last night? Alter Dawn. That's the name we heard this morning.
Who would have guessed this would be about the people we're after?
This is only speculation based on what we know. But perhaps they're using this footage to lure particular people to AD. Do you mean that they were gathering people who met their standards by transmitting this image?
No freaking way. Remember Ginny's disappearance from the share house this morning? That flash we saw on her computer screen might well have been this image.
Now you mention it. Then that incident might also be related.
Yeah. There's a non-zero chance of that, for sure. I take it this is all you were able to salvage?
Right. There was hardly any important information left on the terminal. Or any information at all, really, judging by the data records. The man operating the terminal must have just been our victim.
I still feel justified in knocking him out.
I expect it'll be difficult to trace this any further from here.
Maybe so, but even just knowing this is related to AD is a win in my book.
We'll say that I needed to knock him out for the sake of himself. Because if I didn't knock him out, then he would have probably gotten himself killed. Let's put it that way. Yeah? Yeah.
Wake up!
Huh? What have I been doing?
You revived him with chi, huh?
Figured it worked on those guys last night. Last night too. Other than Jeffrey. Maybe I could use it to restore clientele too.
Yes, let's get back to her with everything we've learned.
Can I be let go first? Alright, thank you. What did I do?
Wake up!
I feel so much lighter, and the haze in my head has cleared up. How in the world did you do that?
Just think of it as a type of Eastern medicine. We also solved the abnormality in the monitors you told us about, so there's no need to worry anymore.
Thank you. How can I ever repay you? You know, I feel like I might have heard the word subliminal before. How bizarre that the human body can be affected by such a thing. Of course, we can't tell her about AD. Yeah, for her sake. Do you think if we just left her the way she was, she would have...
That's a good question, Fairy, actually. I actually think, yeah. I think there's a good chance that if left long enough, she could have just become another victim. She would have ended up just like everyone else that we've seen possessed by this AD cult.
Join the group in question? It's highly likely.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad we were able to step in before that. It's possible that there are other people who have been affected by the footage.
Yeah, but since we don't know what causes certain people to be affected, there's not much we can do.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's only some people.
Still, we did notify the guild and police. Now we just gotta stay vigilant.
My work relationships haven't been good. And when I started feeling sick, neither my colleagues nor my doctor believed me. I felt so forlorn, so isolated. I even started feeling down about life itself. But then I turned to you guys in a last-ditch effort, and you believed me. Maybe my life isn't something to be discarded after all.
Sometimes you gotta take both the good and the bad. That's just a part of life. So why not live boldly? Remember that even being alone can be fun. And of course, you can always throw up in a 4SPG when you need to.
Anne. Yes, I'll remember that. Thank you so much.
No,
That takes care of that.
I'm really happy we all
Mira
of them.
deposit confirmed.
I guarantee you I'm getting, yeah, increasing chaos. Listen, I really wanted to. Knowing it's a cult that's related to that has some relation, that has some sort of similarities to the DG cult, I started seeing red, okay? And when I started seeing red, the next thing I knew, I was already knocked him out on the ground. It's completely normal, right? Right?
Well then, shall we?
Anyways. There's one more thing we can really, well, two more things technically, but one important, one not as important. The important one is shopping for this.
Thank you for
Reversible
coming.
hoodie for Cadre. A unisex hoodie. Its reversible nature allows the user to change its color to suit their mood. Ooh, I want to. This would be kind of cool, honestly, to have. Then again, I just remembered. I don't know why I just thought this all of a sudden, but reversible hoodie. One of the things that suddenly popped in my head was that freaking Ace Attorney Investigations 2, the first freaking case, and the whole deal with the girl being accused because of her freaking reversible hoodie.
Please stop by again.
That just occurred to me. Oh, hello.
I carry nothing but the finest.
We got new weapons here. It's the other thing that's not as important, but still kind of important. I have a lot of money, so I might as well. Money in this game is really easy to get, and I do think it's because of the palms. And to be honest with you, I'm A-okay with that. Because there's another currency in the game that I think is slightly more powerful, but harder to get, which kind of balances it out, which is, whatchamacallit, it's friggin' G-tokens. Because you can get some pretty good stuff with G-tokens.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store.
Let's strengthen these bad boys up.
We are currently hosting a special
Gimme,
event
gimme,
on
gimme,
the roof of the building. All shoppers
Yum,
are
yum, yum.
cordially invited to come and
I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
Thank you.
Planner
I
launch.
actually haven't been giving any of these gifts
Take
away.
good care of it.
Take the lamp. Is there less... Hang on. It just now occurred to me. has it always been, like, has the max connection level in the Daybreak games always been 4 stars? I thought it was 5. I might be stupid.
Thank you very much.
I don't know. I thought it was 5.
I'll be sure
Then
to
again,
take good care of it.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was 5. But you want to know why I would imagine they would lower it? Actually, I think it'd be easier to show you why they would lower it. Yeah. How many freaking people are there? All of these people have connection events. So yeah, I can kind of understand it. You know, something actually interesting actually happened regarding the Trail series recently. There was I think it's because it was like the 30th anniversary or something. I'm not sure. It was an anniversary of some sort. But apparently they actually said when the series is to be completed. Something about like 2030 something. But that's when like the series should be done. Like the final game in the Trail storyline. It'll be sad when that happens, but you can bet I'll be there when it happens. I expect to be doing this for a long time.
Performing
'Cause I like doing this. I like doing recordings for playing games. If I can share this little happiness I have with other people through this, I'd say it's a job well done, you know?
Let's roll, gang.
But yeah, that's apparently sometime in 2030 is when they plan to have the final game in the Trail series release. What's going on here? There's an event and 1 food item. Hello. Kirk.
Oh yeah, that pro basketball tournament's supposed to be in full swing by now, right? Heard the Red Tigers went up a bracket this year. That shooter of theirs is something else. He's not on anyone's radar just yet, though. They're going all the way to the top. I guarantee it.
The charger's just barely within my reach, so I'll bend my entire body to reach for it. I need this iPad so I can actually use the guide.
Pro basketball tournament, huh? Got a feeling that's something we could bet on the sports, but
I'm not betting on it.
Beginning search.
Nuh-uh. Absolutely not, eh? There's a story event here, plus the food. Who's here? Huh. That's a curious combination.
No need to be
Let's just put it like that. That's a
Come again.
excessively curious combination. It also just occurs to me, I haven't been eating any of the food items I've been getting.
Love me a sugar rush. I'm stuffed.
I think I've missed one. Oh well. But I'm way more curious right now in what's going on here?
what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, it's Miss Chloe and Lucrezia.
The hell kind of lineup is this? And you're even showing your face this time around.
My, if it isn't the Spriggan and his helpers. Hello there. I didn't expect to run into you again so soon.
This is a very weird combination.
In regard to my face, it's not as though it's meant to be kept secret. You all saw how I looked when I wore a kimono before, no?
She's not wrong. Although, wasn't the only one who saw you then Van?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
I've heard all about how things have been going, and from the sound of it, you've all been through a lot.
Are you two just like old friends or something?
It seems someone gave you a bit of a hard time recently.
Judging by that look, I think you are friends.
If you know that much, I'm not quite sure how to respond. But regardless, it's nice to meet you. My name is Elaine Auclair. How polite of you. I'm Chloe, Judith's mother. I'm sure you already know my background, so it shouldn't be too much a surprise. But Lucrezia and I have been acquainted since back when I was still, working full-time.
Really?
Indeed. We first met before I even joined the society.
Oh, so you're old friends then. Damn. Wow. Huh.
It's been, my word, 16 years since we last fought while I was a member of the Order of the Moonlight Horse. Yeah, and you were always quite the troublemaker back then, weren't you? Though it seems you've mellowed out quite a bit back since then.
Really?
Lucrezia was a troublemaker. What, was she a completely different aesthetic from, like, the kind she's got now? That'd be hilarious.
Well, I owe that largely to you and your restless scolding, now don't I? I see.
I sure as hell didn't see that lordom coming.
Come to think of it, you were working full-time up until 10 years or so ago, Miss Lancer. So you were kind of like Jaegers then? Sometimes you fight, but other times you work together? That about sums it up, yes. She was never completely awful, but Mr. Oathbreaker, on the other hand. Yeah, we're very familiar with him by now. Well, as much as we may seem like a package deal, I'm not always working with him, you know? Back when we were both in the Order, he was fairly hands-off when it came to my activities. Even now, I'm not quite sure what he's up to.
Yeah, Elroy is weird in this game. We have not seen him once. I don't even remember if we saw him in the intro cutscene. I genuinely don't. He might have been in it, but you could not pay me to answer that question and get a guaranteed answer of correct. I have no idea if he was even in the intro cutscene, so I don't even know if he's in this game. For all I know, he might not even be in the damn game. I mean, it's not impossible, but damn. So that's how it is. From with that did mention he was on some kind of trip. That's the other thing. We keep hearing about this trip of Elroy's. What's he doing? Is it something of his own that he's interested in doing, or is it something that's actually important to the Eternal Recurrence plan? That's what I'm curious about. The Fool, the Professor, starting to seem like everyone in your group is off doing their own thing. It's kind of weird that, considering the fact that this Eternal Recurrence plan is going on. But maybe that's maybe the Eternal Recurrence plan requires that everything go all together. Or like everything happen at once.
I can't deny that. Even Walter's acting on his own right now. However, you needn't worry, thanks to that agreement between the Grandmaster and President Gramhart. And given how much dear Elroy has been scolded, I am especially doubt he'll stir up trouble again anytime soon. As much as I'd like that to be true, I'm not up to count on it.
Yeah.
By the way, maybe you could give us more details about your pact with my father? Nice try, but sorry. That's not something I can let slip so easily. In any event, I plan to leave Edith soon and head off to a certain place.
You allergic to speaking plainly or something? Well, at the very least, enjoy the cake here. It's so good it'll restore humanity to your dark and twisted soul. If I had my way, I'd sit Harwood, the Fool, and your Professor down and shove a slice down each of their throats too.
Something tells me it wouldn't have quite the same effect on them that it does you, Van.
You don't know that. Maybe Elroy would become a good person. He'd turn from making poisons to making sweet concoctions. You don't know that.
Well, I had been recommending it to Yoda and a few others, but it seems you're quite a fan of sweets yourself. Yes, my daughters told me all kinds of stories about your sweet tooth. I got to thinking, I'd love for a connoisseur such as yourself to try this one dessert in my recipe book someday.
You got a dessert?
Van hears about a new sweet and his neurons light up like...
Cadre, I love you.
Van hears about a new sweet and his neurons light up like a bonfire.
Neuron activation. Ooh.
We really veered off topic in record time once we got on the sweets train.
I'm a little curious, honestly. At the very least, it seems we don't need to be overly suspicious about Miss Italy for a moment. True, best we leave it to Miss Lancer to keep an eye on her while we focus on our other tasks.
Neuron activation. Ooh, sweet.
Next up, Trion Mall. We're actually getting through this quite quickly.
Let's be on our way.
So, we can actually watch movies again this time. However, there is a slight catch. We've already watched all the movies. Yeah, we've actually already watched all the movies that are available right now. Don't need to buy those.
Found everything to your liking.
Search time.
There's apparently 2 food items we can get right now.
Imports from the rural
Yo, Rhines.
Nice to see you.
A cervictomatort.
We look forward to your continued
The
patronage.
fucking tomato haunts me to this day.
Can I interest you in some space-themed merchandise?
No! Get out of my way.
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
Oh, I was wondering, like, where's the other food item that it's talking about?
Also find the
It's up here.
Hey there. What would
There
you
it
like?
is. Yep, the Treon float.
Come again.
Alright, now we can go back down. And we, again, we've already watched all the movies we can. Like, all these movies we've watched before, I should say. Yeah. No, we have watched Crimson Fist. Why is it saying... Oh, because it's probably not with this group. That's probably why. Well, I'll watch it anyway. It's, Elaine. Katra. Let's just skip this.
Honestly, I didn't know a thing about the world of boxing, so I learned a lot watching this. My impression was that it's a sport where people just punch each other with reckless abandon, so maybe that's why I didn't look into it any further. But now I think it has the power to change people, and that has an allure even for someone like me.
It's true that some folks might be turned off to it due to their preconceived notions about being excessively violent. But in your case, the movie dispelled those notions, huh?
Right, boxing is first and foremost about finding efficient means of losing weight and remolding your body, along with repeated practice. It's that method of calm, precise polishing that brings to my mind an image of an artisan carving a statue. Even a boxing match tests to what extent you can demonstrate the results of your training within set rules and a time limit. All that made me realize the world of boxing is ultimately about craft.
That's an interesting insight. And add food for thought, it's also all about fighting by your lonesome, unlike sports teams. What makes that so tough is that the only thing you can rely on is your own skill.
Right, and that's why it has the power to change people. When I think about it like that, the story of Beth finding a new way of life seems incredibly profound to me. A story about a delinquent who uses boxing to reforge herself and to find a new course to embark on. I guess you truly can find meaning in life by devoting yourself fully to something that suits you.
Yep, you might even think of it as destiny at works. Bet you could say that about both my path as a Spriggan and yours as Bracer. And I suppose in Beth's case, she had a fateful encounter with Mike because of her imprisonment. In reality, though, not everyone gets that convenient chance encounter with a person who will magically change their life for the better.
Right. That's why it's so important for the world to have people like Mikey in it. The more who will take it upon themselves to offer that helping hand to those in need, the better the world becomes.
That's the reason you became a Bracer, and I began a Spriggan. That said, you can't just sit and wait for someone to swoop in and save the day. Everyone should make every effort to chart their own destiny.
I certainly won't argue with you on that point. This almost gives me a lot to think about when it comes to the winding path life's take.
There we go. Increase with Katre and Elaine. And then we can watch one more for... I hit the wrong button.
Step right up.
Step right up. We'll do Sacred Journey with Aaron and Judith. Next scene.
That was way more satisfying than I thought it'd be. When I heard it was going to be about a traveling sister and an orphan boy, I had begged for some sappy award-bait crap. Honestly, same. Based on the description alone, you'd have no idea it was a fun and unique of a movie as it was. I knew in advance that the main character had more to her than it seemed, but her being a knuckle-cracking badass took me by surprise. Yeah, but what surprised me even more was seeing Judith of all people playing a role like that. I went in thinking, Judith, a sister? That's a miscast if I ever saw one. Maybe the fact that the role was so wildly different from the Judith we know is what made her performance pop as much as it did. Though there's a part of me that'd be curious to see her play a more straight-laced nun, too.
Not to toot my own horn, but I think I did pretty good. I don't get many chances to play a character like that, so I'm proud of how it all turned out.
Definitely was a change of pace from the usual 110% Judith roles you get cast in, that's for sure. Between those powerful monologues and devout prayer scenes, it was refreshing to see that kind of performance from you. That said, though, it was your yells and the combat scenes that impressed me most of all. I could really feel the righteous indignation. Without a doubt, that was something only you could bring to the table.
Thanks. I really wanted to go all out when it came to representing justice and principles that can't be compromised. I think that was me putting a little bit of myself into the role. Though now I'm kind of having a second thoughts about whether it fit the character.
Nah, I'd say it fit just fine. In fact, despite how it might seem at first, I'd say a role like that suits you perfectly.
For real? Well, I'm glad you think so.
Also, I'm starting to realize just how much Judith takes after her grandma. With the gravitas she brought to some of those scenes, it was like I was looking at a young Dominic Lancer. Ah!
Very nice. Excuse you.
Thank you for your visit today.
Guide keeps resetting on me.
Screen 1 will be opening its doors shortly. Ticket holders, please proceed to the entrance.
We already got that. Got the food, got the movies.
There is a sub-event here. Hi there.
Time for a research token.
Now available for purchase.
Well, if it isn't Arkwright Solutions. Out and about in broad daylight. Ain't exactly your scene, Milkman. I'm just doing a little fact gathering on a potential scoop. Not that's any of your concern.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this the man, the editor-in-chief of Mel Magazine? Yeah, we previously took on a request from him that related to Dingo.
Well, that was okay.
How many more story of... Okay, we still have the Chardon District. And the game's always been good about not forcing you to go to story when... and it can avoid it. Oh, Ren! Oh, honey... Oh, and Odette. I didn't even notice you, to be honest. And the rest of your work crew. Busy on the job as usual, are we? Yes, it's good to see you all.
Really cut loose having a girls' day out at Quincy Parlor. Plus one guy.
Shut it! It's not like I want to be here. Can we just get this educational visitation meeting done with? Don't be some patient, James. Educational visitations. That brings back memories.
Sure does. I heard they suddenly made the call to do it in Longline this year.
Yep. Originally, we were supposed to be off until the end of the week. But then the space program got moved forward. I have to say, I'm looking forward to getting the chance to see a manned rocket launch. You're still...
Now I just thought back again to everything we learned with Rain.
I'm starting to get the bigger picture here, but at the same time, what does it mean? Here's what seems to be the picture. Hamilton, back during Kevin's route, Hamilton said that she performed a great deception. Like an unforgivable great deception. What that deception likely is what people see of space. The deception is the sky, is space itself. And it's those Genesees that's doing it, isn't it? The other Genesees, the silver ones. Those Genesees are making it so that everyone sees space as, well, you would normally think space to be. Stars in the sky, beautiful. In reality, though, it's whatever Crow and Green saw. And the only reason they saw it is because they synergized with a version of themselves that knew what it looked like during Reverie. Due to the simulation that created Ishmelgarine and all that. So... oh boy. Again, what's gonna happen when they try to go into space, is what I'm wondering. That means that... But why... I mean, it's obvious why Hamilton would do it. If everyone just suddenly looked up and the sky was not what everyone had expected it to be, what do you think would happen? The world would be thrown into chaos.
This game's gonna have one hell of an ending, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Sorry to cause y'all so many problems. It's fine. What happens, happens. You just focus on doing your thing, okay? Thank you, Odette. It's nice having such good friends.
Well, you can keep mulling it over until the 11th hour if that's what you need.
Right. Speaking of student council work, you mentioned having a good deal of trouble with vendors compared to last year, yes? Yeah, about that. Apparently it's because people left their jobs without passing on the appropriate information. It seems like there's been more people like that in the past year, regardless of the industry.
Is that so? Smells like it might be related to the missing persons incident.
But they must all have had their own individual reasons to quit.
Being fed up with the status quo could be what ties them together, though. At any rate, it's a shame not to make the most of the venue here. Do your meeting the right way and get yourself some sweets.
But of course, that's what we were intending from the start. I'd like to all you too.
I still just have a very bad feeling about what the end this
Then let's head over.
It's gonna bring something big. I can already tell that. Will the veil be destroyed by the end of the game? That's what I wonder.
Welcome! What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
And evidently the church is excessively unhappy with what Hamilton's done. I mean, knowing what we know now, it's very, like, again, it seems that Kevin and, it seems like Kevin and the CID are trying to catch Hamilton because of what she's done. Kevin's taken up his mantle of heretic hunter again for it. Just, oh boy. I can't make it. Don't have food items. Maybe we won't be getting all food items in this playthrough, but I'll still try, but I don't know if it's gonna be happening. I'm gonna be real with you.
Beginning search.
Give me that.
Alright, we got a side quest. There is an extra SP condition, but it seems like it's just a dialogue choice. Huh? What the hell is this?
Discovered a single sticky note on the back of the bulletin board. Yo, Van Arkwright, seems like you're always working hard here in the capital. Sure, you're active, but don't you think you've got some work to do when it comes to tying up loose ends? I just wanted to say hi and provide some support to your old cases. What is that? It's a door with a 4SPG symbol I've never seen before. Oh, you're right. The design's a little creepy.
No, it's pretty cocky. Any idea who wrote it, Van? Nope, not at all. I'm almost positive it's nobody I know. Oh, there's more in the back.
P.S. If your nose is as good as they say it is, then maybe you'll recognize me during the day. I'm looking forward to meeting you, the original Spriggan. Original? And what does he mean during the day? It seems as if someone is challenging you right now.
Yeah, we could probably just ignore it, but I'm curious about what he means by sport. Let's see if we can't sniff out what this guy's deal is and figure out what it has to do with the past 4 SPGs.
Let's start this
New
4
fixer
SPG,
on the block.
shall we?
What a nice breeze.
Alright, first off, Riverside.
Heading to the objective.
First up, we're looking for Lucia.
I bet I
you.
can catch a big one here.
Just a minute, I don't understand. Are you trying to get close to Jessica again?
I swear to the gods I'm not. It's only I'm asking for contact information. I just want to apologize and beg for forgiveness.
Is this the guy behind the whole stalker thing we dealt with before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy who tried to deceive us. But what happened to his face?
I think the lady he's talking to works for the cafe in Tyrol. She was the victim's friend if I remember correctly.
What's going
Got
on
something
here?
to ask you.
This is weird.
It's you!
Oh, you're Arkwright Solutions, right?
Yeah, we met the young lady recently, but it's been a real long time since we saw you. You're Jonas Taylor, assistant manager of sales at Alba Trading Company. How did you know that?
I see. He's the culprit from the stalker case I read about in your files. Right. He pretended to be her long-lost brother at first, but turned out to be the stalker himself, right?
Sounds like the cunning little asswipe.
And the victim's name was Jessica, right? I thought she moved. Is this guy trying to get her friend to tell him her new address?
No, you've got it all wrong!
I did wonder if that was what he wanted when he reached out, but I don't think I can let what I've heard slide, but he doesn't seem to be lying.
Yeah, so, who gave you those bruises?
Don't play dumb. He's one of yours, isn't he? I confess that I couldn't forget about Jessica even after what happened. I hope we can somehow get back together, but if it means I have to go through something like that, then forget it. I swear to God, I'll never approach her again, so please leave me alone. If she tries this up again, I'll turn myself into the police, even the courts. I'll probably get fired too, but I don't care.
Well then. What was that all about?
I don't know, but sounds like you won't be bothering your friend, Jessica. And judging by the bruises on his face, it looks like someone punched him.
Yeah, and he seemed to believe it was our crew who was responsible. Part of me wishes it was.
Yeah.
Well, that would constitute a crime in the Republic. But wasn't this case from something like 10 months ago? Why bring it up now? This certainly did have to do with the past for SVG.
Yeah.
Gotta talk to Jessica to confirm that nothing unusual has happened. He also told Lucia to contact him if anything came up. Lucia said she was going to visit Jessica, so they saw her off at the station. Fio went with her part of the way too to make sure nobody was following her.
Can you believe it?
Alright, Station Street.
Heading to the objective.
Hi, yay. Toyed. Hello.
Oh, you're the one who took my pencil wallet. I've gotten it back since. Out of curiosity, why'd you wait till now to apologize and return my mirror? Why does that matter? Just take the damn money already.
These two.
I recognize one of them. She's one of our former clients. Her Force PG was one of the first ones we worked on together.
Yeah, the fancy wallet she got from her parents was stolen, and we helped her buy it back.
Hey,
Let me ask you something.
can we ask about the past for SBG?
Oh, it's you guys.
Long time no see, lady.
It's been quite a while. Is there some kind of trouble going on? Who are you guys? People you've got nothing to do with this should scram.
Funnily enough, we do have something to do with this. I'm Spriggan, and my assistants and I helped her get her wallet back.
Spriggan? Based on how this conversation is going, you might infer that you're the one who stole the wallet. Is she only now deciding to apologize? Yes, she reached out to me out of nowhere saying she wanted to meet up so that she could apologize. I was a little nervous, but she seemed pretty distraught, so... Anyway, I'm returning the 5,000 mirror I stole from your wallet, and adding in 5,000 you had to spend to buy back. That makes 10,000, so you'll forgive me once and for all, right? I don't know if that old guy is a friend of yours or what, but you better not stick him on me, okay? Oh. She's gone. I don't really understand what that was all about. Do you want to chase her?
Nah, we shouldn't need to. She does seem like a pickpocket, though, so what do you think?
We didn't catch her in the act, so I'm willing to look the other way. Of course, I will remember the face. Thanks again for helping me back then. I wonder how that woman got my contact info. I don't think my address was in my wallet. Is it really okay for me to accept this mirror?
It ain't counterfeit. You're probably fine. But who's this old guy she was talking about?
And this is the second time this has happened.
Got anxious Alicia, told him to let her know if anything happened. Yeah, there's starting to be a pattern here. Old culprits from past 4 SVGs are starting to get scared all of a sudden, and they're talking about an old guy.
Let's be on our way.
Ooh, excuse me. There is going to be an extra 4 SPG condition. Sorry, SP condition. So I want to make sure I save.
One of Eden's major landmarks. You'll also
Could you believe refrain from putting this to the paper? We'd be willing to compensate you with a consulting fee within reason.
and other very
The mess has both parties completely perplexed. Surely you can reconsider in light of that.
I get where you're coming from, but I do. But if this is true, then we got a responsibility to report on it. Though by the sound of it, this leak doesn't come from the other end of the dispute.
support is only an
In any event, if I could at least review the article before it goes to print. The Iron Chief's a given, but doesn't that woman look familiar too?
Yeah, we helped her deal with that actor that she was managing back in Messeldom. Just another mess you clean up before coming to Langport, huh?
Let me
Hey.
ask you something.
Question. What, you guys again?
You're those fixers from Messeldom.
Hey, Miss Manager. Long time no see. Let me guess. That case we helped you with is rearing its ugly head again?
That's right. Oh, I should introduce myself first. I'm actor Ethan Smith's talent manager. Thanks to you, that woman with a grudge against Ethan was talked into leaving alone. Ethan was penalized for his actions, but he's finally regained his footing. But now, all these months later, the full details of that case and Ethan's misconduct have been leaked to the Meld magazine here. What?
You mean how he made a stalker out of a fan by getting frisky and dumping her?
My goodness, how despicable. Yeah, no matter how you look at it, this is just dessert. I would have preferred the woman he wronged to be the one who received the assistance.
Well, it was what it was. That aside, you got any idea who leaked the story? I thought there was nothing to you sprigging, but you catch on quickly. You're spot on. We received an anonymous detailed report that was sent directly to the editorial department the day before yesterday.
When we checked with the woman we made the settlement with, she claimed to have nothing to do with it. She said she met someone new and would be extremely embarrassed if the incident was made public. Really now. Hey, Van.
Yeah, I know. We sure didn't link it, but we don't really want the specifics of our business disclosed or our confidentiality question. You mind letting us handle this case for the time being? Depending on the circumstances, we might be able to give your magazine an even juicier story. Very well. I accept it.
What? Are you sure?
Positive. While the leaks appear accurate, their source is unknown. It simply isn't our style to go along with something like this. And even if we did cover the story, it wouldn't gain much traction thanks to the space program. Besides, I can't stomach the thought of us being used as a tool for someone else's benefit. I only have one condition. Hell to pay back in our stead. Leave it to us.
So you're willing to overlook what Ethan did? Yes, I'm more worried about the woman, but if anything else happens, the guild will lend a hand. That's a relief. Who would have thought that someone would leak this case after all this time? This is the third time now. There's no longer any doubt.
Yeah, somebody's doing this. Said their goodbyes before turning.
Now we need to save the game.
I can't stop yawning.
We're going to the Lavray district. Someone's calling. Is this a past client? Arkwright Solutions. Fan speaking.
Thank goodness. This is the right number. The right number. Do you remember me? My name is Amy. I'd asked you to look for Mark, who'd gone missing.
Yeah, I remember.
He was a member of the Desire gang that was cooperating with Almada. He had left the gang for her sake and ended up paying the price for it with his life. That's right. He was sent to a Jaeger Corps camp that was hostile to Almada once in order to scout out their strength. We had the guild learned about it only after the effect. If only we could have intervened a little sooner. Thank you for your help back then. You went to so much trouble for me. I haven't been able to put it completely behind me yet, but I'm finally facing forward and... Wait, enough about me. I need to tell you what just happened. Someone claiming to be a Spriggan reached out to me. What? How can that be?
Can you tell me about him? What they want?
He was maybe in his early 20s. He was tall and a little handsome. He's different from you, but he did have a similar vibe.
So he's a hunky, wild-looking guy with a gruff but attractive face? Let's be serious, old man. So, what the guy want?
Well, he propped the man who forced Mark to take on the unreasonable job that led to his death. And he asked, don't you want revenge? That's... I don't know for sure, but he was probably talking about Desire's leader, right? If it weren't for him, Mark would be... Right now, he'd be... I didn't know how to respond. I hesitated. But before I could give him an answer, he said, understood. Leave it to me. And left.
I see. Don't worry, we'll handle this. You said you finally got up back on your feet, yeah? Just leave the meddler to us.
Alright. Thank you. Even if he was a little handsome, he seemed dangerous. If you really don't know who he is, then be careful. To sum it up, Van, it sounds like something could have happened to that guy.
You're right. We better get over there right away. Our destination is Lavray District. Lavray District. The guy's target is Jeffrey, ex-leader of Desire. Yep. There's the Lavray District. Hey, it's you.
I wonder if Eddie will be okay. Jeffrey, too. That guy said he was a Spriggan, but just how is he connected to Van's group?
So he got to him already, huh? Hey, kiddo.
Van, perfect timing. A Spriggan came for Jeffrey just a few minutes ago. He said he was stuff saying like, I have more to say about last night's incident before leaving with him. He was a little worried, so he followed them.
We're too late.
So we should be able to catch up to them if we hurry.
They went that way, right? Leave it to us. We'll make sure Eddie's safe too.
Okay, I'm counting on you.
Come on. Who is it? Who's been trying to take up our name for us for some reason? Hello?
Bit early to be going Betty by on me, ain't it? So much for Jeffrey Valentino, ex-leader of Desire.
Stop, damn it! You said you knew Van, but that was a total lie, wasn't it? Sure, this guy might have been a good for nothing, but why would you go this far? I never said I know him, did I? I just told you I'm a Spriggan. It's not like it's trademarked, and I'm sure the guy wouldn't mind. But don't take my word for it. Why don't we ask the original Spriggan himself, Mr. Van Arkwright? So having us catch up to you is part of your plan. What? It's him! You came for us. It was a bold invitation. Now I'm sure I've never met you before in my life. Why don't you introduce yourself, so-called fellow Spriggan?
Sure, the pleasure's all yours.
Who are you? Spriggan devotee, Fabio Rosso.
Name's Fabio Rosso. Drifted over from the city of Dijon not too long ago. I'm pretty well known back in my neck of the woods, but I'm guessing you're out of that loop.
Nah, I remember hearing from Dingo about a guy who took things a little too far. Back when Omar was still thriving, he used any means necessary to attack anyone affiliated with them. Taking their mira, their goods, and then making it look like the work of Heiwe or Ouroboros.
How is that even possible?
Sounds like a tight little arrangement.
I heard from their branch that such a person existed. Why would someone like that leave Mr. Arkwright here? Good question. He even wrote that provoking message.
Yeah, to put it plainly, I admire you, Van. I admire the work you do as a Spriggan, hovering between light and shadow, determining your own definition of right and wrong. You can think of me as a self-servant follower, if you like. I see.
I can understand admiring Van, but if that's the case, then why are you intervening in 4 SPGs that have already been settled? The wallet incident, the stalkers, and now this revenge mission. You took them all on without permission. Your way of doing things is nothing but selfishly digging up Van's concluded case. It's support in name only. Just what are you aiming for with all this? Anya's. I'm with her.
This girl's your assistant, right? Seems like the rumors are true. You got guts. But you should quit it with this keeping house shtick. The Spriggan I heard about would have wrapped everything up alone using his cool head. Using his cunning, merciless judgment in his alone. Didn't you even work behind the scenes during the war? And now look at you, surrounded by brats and broads rendering and half-assed solutions of valuable 4 SPGs. And to top it all off, you cozy up and climbed into bed with the guild, the cops swarming around like law-abiding roaches. Tell me, Van Arkwright, is that acceptable Spriggan behavior? Well, it's true we look like we're playing house. If I met up with the me of last year, he might say something similar.
Oh.
And there's your answer. Why don't you cut ties with these good two-shoes right now and get back to being your cold, calculating bad self? I'll do whatever I can to help too, but I won't be some assistant. I'll be your colleague. Not that I have your mysterious powers, but I've got tricks of my own. Let's forget about for a second about how you even know all about that. The way you're calling yourself a Spriggan is pissing me off. You just want to solve 4 SPGs in a way you think is cooler than mine. It's like Anya said, all you're doing is wasting time, digging up old cases and ruining every resolution. I thought for sure you were harassing me. Never imagined you actually thought you were being nice. This guy really just made things worse for himself.
Based on that logic, you were planning to punish that man. Does that mean exacting revenge by the way of murder?
Well, I mean, he did some awful things. But that doesn't mean anyone else can make up for what he did or his atonement.
That's right. I may be just an assistant who wasn't here to help last night, but I can help now.
Watch out! He's got a gun.
Is that what I think it is?
That's what that's. Oh, you're right!
That's what that sadistic woman used.
How do you have that? The friggin' needler gun.
Sure is. My specialty. Enhanced needle gun.
Nah, shit.
A shard shield, huh? Shouldn't be surprised considering you're the ones who brought down Almada.
He won't get away.
Damn!
He made it to the road.
He's got a motorcycle.
I failed to bring you down, but that's fine. Today, I only wanted to say hi. Why don't we have a proper showdown someday soon? Determine which of us is truly worthy of being the Spriggan.
Zeros, follow us.
Forget it. There's no reason to chase him down. He may be an ass, but he's a proud ass. It's not like he's gonna try and get the jump on us.
You think so? Still, it would be best to remain on high alert just in case. I'll have the guild look into him, too, and find out where he got that needle gun.
Yeah, I didn't even... It's been so long since we've seen it that I kind of forgot, but yeah, that was the same needle gun that girl used.
Appreciate it.
You two alright?
I'm sorry, Eddie. You had to go to such lengths for someone like me.
It's not like I was trying to protect you. That asshole pissed me off with all the crazy things he was saying. You decided to atone, didn't you? What happened to Mark and everything else?
I'm a little worried about that other guy, though.
After that, Van and the others offered basic medical treatment to Jeffrey before turning to the Livray district. No. They sent information on the suspect Spriggan, Fabio Rosso, to the guild as well as Marduk, and then resumed their work.
All in a day's work.
New fixer on the block complete.
Lira deposit confirmed.
Alright.
Hey, you! You'll buy something, yeah?
Buy
What's
something.
it gonna be?
I didn't buy a lot. I don't know why I did that.
Later.
that was kind of an impulse decision, I'm not gonna be honest with you. That was weird. Anyway, we got one more side quest we can do.
Off we go.
Ugh. Before we do the story event, let's do the East side quest. Over here, there is going to be an alignment and SP choice here.
Alright.
4 SVG on the bulletin board. Vandalized art, the work of one of the artists,
Christie in our 3 up-and-coming artist exhibition has been vandalized. We would like to figure out who is responsible for this deplorable act, but we need this matter to be handled discreetly. Thus, we turn to you, Spriggan. If you can help us, come by the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art. Event planner. Alright, let's go check that out, shall we? Where is the museum? Oh, this way. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, save the game. Alright, what do we got? Closed temporarily. Closed temporarily.
It seems that you're late to the first VG we saw earlier. Are you going to take it on, Van?
Let's move. I am pretty curious about it. Let's talk to him now.
Are you the Spriggan I keep hearing about? Thank you for coming all this way.
No worries. It's all part of the job. More importantly, seems like you got something big going down.
Well, yes. We're putting on a 3-person exhibit to get people excited for the future of contemporary art. Perhaps it'd be easy to just show you what's going on.
Alright. Okay. Oh, seriously?
This is...
What a joke.
My goodness.
Awful, isn't it? Here's what the original picture looked like for reference.
Yeah, I know. Kisara does do graffiti. So I can see how someone would think this is intentional if they hadn't seen the original.
Still, the area that's been painted over is too big. Yes, this is nothing but a desecration of the artist's work. When did you first notice this? It was being displayed to the general public as usual this morning.
Yeah, I saw it too. Weren't any issues as I was aware of.
As it happens, we had maintenance scheduled to be done in the exhibition hall at noon today. We closed temporarily exactly 12 o'clock. I call it maintenance, but it was mostly just adjusting the lighting. We leave it to the artists themselves to handle who comes and goes during that time. That was when this occurred.
An incident during maintenance, huh?
So, who's the one who found it first?
That would be Angie, one of Kisara's friends from school. She was going in and out of the exhibition hall, helping Kisara. Apparently, she had seen it when she had just come back from the restroom. Nobody else was there at the time.
There was a window when it was unattended?
Yes, that's right. Angie actually shrieked when she saw it. She was so startled. I came running, as did other members of staff. That was around 12:50 p.m.
I see. In short, the perp was someone involved in the exhibit.
Based on what we heard, it doesn't seem possible for an outsider to be the culprit. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I'm glad you're quick to understand. Kisara, the victim of the situation, went as far as to say that the piece had become charming in its own way. She even claimed we didn't need to look for the culprit, but as the person in charge of this exhibition, I cannot ignore what happened.
I suppose that's true. Yes, and we cannot deny the possibility of this occurring a second time.
That said, I really don't want to make this into a major incident either, which is why Kisara recommended I reach out to the Spriggan for help.
That's one question answered. Say, you mind if everyone involved sticks around?
Not at all. I've already made the call to have everyone remain here. Kisara left in shock, as you might expect. But if need be, I'm sure she would be willing to answer your questions.
I see. It seems everything is in place for us to make a deduction.
Gotcha. I think I get the picture.
For the record, I was working on the second floor at midday, so I have no knowledge about who came or went from the exhibition hall. My alibi shouldn't have any issues, so I'd appreciate if you didn't count me among your suspects.
Confident, aren't you? You don't seem to be lying at any rate.
Why don't we start by having a brief chat with the other people involved?
Alright.
Time to solve some problems.
Well, at least we got one suspect out of the way, but let's look around. Felix! You guys are the fixers then. Appreciate the help. Let me start by saving you some time. I didn't do it. You got proof?
There was simply never a time when I was alone. Raymond asked me for help, so I was working with him the whole time.
Really? We better check with Raymond too to see if his story tracks. Just for reference, may I ask what kind of work you were doing here?
Sure, the appearance of rust is crucial to these pieces, but it can change bit by bit. So I regularly check the color and adjust the balance accordingly.
I see. The appearance.
Anyway, I get that you're particular about this. But tell me, what do you think of Kisara's art?
Well, of the three of us exhibiting, her work seems to be getting the most attention. For that alone, I have no choice but to be conscious of it. But I would never do anything to defile another person's art.
Is that right? I understand.
Okay. Ashanti?
You're the curator here, right? Think you could tell us what you know?
Well, I was helping Mehmet at noon today. We got lunch together after that, so I can at least prove his alibi.
Mehmet Zidane. He's the one who created the sculptures on the right side of the exhibition hall.
We'll want to confirm this with him later. As far as the years go, I honestly have no idea. Honestly, I'm finding this whole thing hard to swallow. You have my sympathies.
Anyway, thanks for your testimony.
Okay.
So Zidane should be safe.
Here's Angie. Oh, it's you guys. Kisara's always talking about you.
We work out of Old Town. You might say we've got a bit of a connection to Kisara.
I'm sure what happened here must be quite a shock. Though it might be difficult for you, would you mind cooperating with us so that we can find the culprit? Alright, but I don't know if I'll be any help.
You're with Kisara at the time, right?
Right, she wanted me to help her reposition her painting. I got here around 12:30 p.m., I think. It seemed like everyone else had already finished by then, but that's when we got to work. So you two were the last ones here. The work itself didn't take more than 10 minutes. Kisara said she wanted to use the restroom, so I went with her. I finished first, so I went back to the exhibition hall before she did.
And that's when you saw the painting like that?
I was really surprised. I even shrieked. And that's when everyone else came running.
Did Kisara lag behind the others?
Yes, she was the last person to arrive.
Interesting.
I tried to talk to her, but she just left the art gallery.
I understand. I think that's all we need for now.
Thank you so much, Angie. Don't mention it.
I'm wondering if this is an interesting case of what's actually happening is what I think it is.
Mehmet. You must be the ones investigating the incident. I'll answer any questions I can. Fire away.
Alright then, let's start with your alibi.
I don't remember exactly what I was in the exhibition room, when I was in the exhibition room, but it shouldn't be hard to prove. I was with Ashanti the entire time.
That matches the testimony we just heard from her. That doesn't leave much room for doubt.
By the way, what were you doing in the exhibition room?
I was adjusting the lights that illuminate the art. Although it's indoors, the lighting still changes between morning and afternoon. I'm mindful of how the shadows fall. It may not sound like much, but the work I do is vital.
It sounds like there's a lot to think about behind the scenes. Wow, this has been informative. Last question. May I ask what you think of Kisara?
Well, she's the youngest of the three of us. To put it plainly, I think she's more passionate than either Felix or myself. But that's exactly why I can't afford to let her outdo me. We may work in different mediums, but she ignites my fighting spirit.
I see. Makes sense.
I don't think it's him. He doesn't feel that. It feels like he just really respects the competition.
Welcome! Come again!
Welcome!
Raymond, right? You're the guy who was working part-time at the flower shop in Old Town. If memory serves, you're working here while attending the art college full-time.
Yes, I was inspired by Jess, who even now is pursuing his dreams. I may be a bit of a late bloomer, but I decided to pursue mine too.
Well, it's never too late to give something a try. What's important is whether or not you're satisfied.
Man, you're right. Thank you.
So, can we ask you about today's incident?
Yes, of course. Though, to be honest, I don't know much. I was busy helping Felix at midday, after all. We were together the whole time. That matches what we heard. In that case, it seems likely that they're both innocent. I take it you don't know much about what was happening around you, then? Yes, I'm sorry to say. Truly, all I know is that Felix is innocent.
Alright, that's all our questions answered. Seems like we learned all we can out of these people.
Yes, you're right. We have enough to make it a tentative inference, but...
Oh, no use dawdling around. Let's just give a report from now.
Alright. Yeah, I think I know who it is, and it's an interesting case if it is. If the culprit's who I think it is, then it makes me curious why they would do it.
How did you go? Did you determine the culprit?
I think we're on the cusp. You mind gathering everyone here?
Seems like you found the truth.
I'm nervous for some reason.
Hold nothing back. Tell us.
Who is the culprit?
Well, we don't have any conclusive evidence yet, but
The most likely culprit is none of you.
the culprit is someone who isn't here.
Huh? No way.
That's right.
That's ridiculous. Let me speak bluntly. It was Angie, wasn't?
Hold on, you can't just decide that on your own. It's true that according to our investigation, Angie was the only one without an alibi. But we learned there was one other person without an alibi.
It couldn't be.
Yeah.
Curtis,
Are you guys still stuck there? I spotted Kitsara, but then I lost sight of her again.
Curtis,
So he's been pursuing Kisara, huh?
What in the world?
Leave the talk for later. We're going after him.
I'm coming too.
Yeah, it had to have been her. For some reason, Kisara vandalized her own art. As to why, I'm not sure, but we at least know it's her.
Whenever I spot Kitsara, she gets away again. I'm not sure, but I think she's still nearby.
Sounds like it'd be most efficient if we split in two groups. We'll take the far side of the bridge. You two take this one.
Got it.
Beginning search.
Kisara, why are you vandalizing your own art?
I see you.
Kisara, what are you doing?
Finally found you, Kisara Christie.
Well done, Spriggan. Did you enjoy getting to play detective? Did you really do it yourself, Kisara? That's why you came here, isn't it? Because you thought so? Well, it's true.
Are you freaking kidding me?
We finally caught you. Perfect timing. I want you two to hear this too. What do you think I am?
Huh?
Dara. Until just half a year ago, I was nobody. Stone on the road, or less than that. I was gutter trash. Yeah, I made all kinds of connections. Before I knew it, the tide was carrying me along. And now the world thinks of me as some sort of genius young artist.
What's wrong with that? If anything, it's a blessing.
I thought so too at first. But it was all make-believe. What people want, what the world wants isn't me. They want my title. That's not true. That 3-person exhibit is proof. But bluntly, my work makes even garbage look like fine art in comparison. The piece I made in Messeldom was nothing short of atrocious if I do say so myself. The graffiti I created after losing my mom, after abandoning Northumbria where I was born, it had a soul, a rebellious spirit that boiled in the pit of my stomach. Kisara.
It definitely left an impact.
But now I'm spoiled by the people around me. And even if a part of me feels that's not such a bad thing, there's no way graffiti painted in these conditions can have any kind of soul. Nobody realizes it. Nobody points it out. They all just say that since it's a work of genius, it has to be good. And yet, no one understands the real me.
And the truth comes to light.
That's why I painted over that trash. Looking at it was unbearable. The only reason I didn't come forward about it immediately was because the event planner's reaction was funny. He was so obsessed with a young genius that he never suspected me from the start. What a joke.
I understand your feelings, really, but they become twisted.
This is the real me. And if you can't handle it, then too bad. Boy, I sure feel a lot better now. You think they'll expel me from Artemis? I bet they'll even stop calling me a genius. Fine with me. I've been nothing but trash but the get-go. Sorry, you... Grow up! Angie? I've done nothing but stand with and by while you got this crap out of your system. Sure, maybe this dark, brooding, tough-talking Kisara is the real you, but the bright, pure-hearted, honest Kisara is real too. I won't let you deny either. Angie...
I got something to say too. You were raging about how people around you don't understand you. But everyone has prejudices. Everyone has their own point of view in the world. So name recognition is just as much a legitimate basis of appraisal. I think the fact that you can't even understand that makes you the one who's self-important, don't you?
Those are harsh words.
Maybe she needs to hear them.
But they are to the point.
Why don't you just cut this all out?
What?
I'm sure you think you're in too deep after all that tough talk. But you thought the same things your friends are saying too, right?
It's true. Maybe right now I'm just a brat throwing a tantrum. But it's too late to erase what I've done. Kisara...
Did you really think that far ahead? The difference doesn't make. Just paint over it.
That's definitely something you can do in graffiti. But I've already lost sight of how I feel.
What should we suggest Kisara do? Express her bright, dark, or both sides? In my opinion, when it comes to art, I feel like it's most... I don't know. When it comes to the art that she's asking about, I think she just needs to put herself out there. Like, her whole being. And that includes both the parts she likes and the parts she doesn't. Not to steal someone else's analogy, but why not follow up with both ends of the emotional spectrum? On one side, your dark, boiling, brooding toward the people who don't see below the surface. And on the other, the bright, pure-hearted gratitude you have for your current environment and situation. And I'm saying you should take all those things together and express them in your graffiti.
Those my dark and bright sides, huh? Makes sense. Maybe I can't express those things honestly now.
Yeah. Let's see what you make. Confess her crime with the approval of the necessary people. She transformed the work she had to file into a new piece of art.
It's done.
Aw. I'd say it, but this really is amazing.
Yeah, just what I expect from Kisara. It really draws you in.
Probably helps knowing the circumstances behind it.
Indeed, there's a passion here that the original cannot match.
I'm ashamed of my own thoughtlessness now that I've heard the story. It truly is a splendid piece.
My dark and bright sides mixed together.
You gotta take the good and the bad with yourself, right?
I never attempted something like this before, but I feel like I did them justice.
Yeah, your spirit really shows through in this work.
I bet the exhibit will become even more lively as a result. Yeah, the Sun New Edition is going to really get people talking too. That's true. In any case, that settles that.
I hope I was of
Vandalized art complete.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Increase in gray. Gray rank up. Alright. Next, there's no more we can really do in regards to, like, I don't know.
Good stuff.
Where's the right button? Let's first leave here, because, like...
What's up? You'll...
There's nothing in shop.
Fine, so long as you take the recommended dosage.
Well,
Well then.
I'm kind of scared. So, why am I scared, you might be wondering? It's a simple little reason. I look at the guide, and how about I just say this? Let me just read word for what the guide says. After a bit in the story, we're apparently going to be going to Cafe Bar and Bar Barmati. Here's what the guide says.
Warning, when you enter the Cafe and Bar Bermonti, you will lose access to Riverside, Station Street, Auburn District, Trion Mall, and Livray District for the remainder of the game. What? What do you mean? One more thing I want to actually do. I want to go... Actually, it's perfect right here. I want to go to the Grim Garden real quick. I'm not going to try and do stuff here, but I want to go to the Grimoire Decryption for a second, and I want to check something.
Welcome to my
Rewards,
study. Such a
Beast
tantalizing
Essence, okay.
assortment. What are we going to get? Wow, so
Can I get
many
Beast
sparkles.
Essence, please? Bruh. Cheese and S Pit Girl hat, Burgart swimsuit, fairy uniform. I didn't even get a connection token. Can't even give me that.
Welcome.
Maybe I can
Please
trade?
select a serve. We have all sorts of goods.
You can trade for these? What? I didn't know that. I'm selling that, and I'm getting that.
Please come back again anytime.
Workshop points.
Please select a. This is what we have. Thank you. This is what we have for sale.
I can't get any of the... What? Wow, that's a lot owned. I'm gonna make a couple out of this so I can use them. I can't get Beast Essence, which is a bit of a problem.
Please come back again. This is what we have. Thank you very much.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that food item from Montmart.
Enjoy your adventure.
Question. Maybe there's a different way I can get it. There are enemies that give it. The rogue skeleton crossbow guys. It's just Beast Essence I need, right? Ideally, I do want to max out on that before I head out to,
Off we go.
Story. Just in the off chance, you know?
Pick something already.
Beast Essence.
He's seeing you.
Search time.
I want to do it. I want to get the Beast Essence. If we go into the 4th domain, we should be able to get...
The Shackled
like, just go
Heroes
for a
4.
door and try and get the Beast Essence.
Let's get...
I just don't want to miss out on it if I can avoid it. It's in the 4th domain, right? Yeah.
On the road.
The crossbow dudes.
Got a live wire here.
Not those, not those.
Enemies, keep your wits about you.
Best
Those
keep this
sword.
battle upstage.
I have to actually use S-Pass here.
Kicking it.
Wow.
Bad news ahead.
That's a gunner.
The boost gauge limit has been raised.
Best keep this battle up.
That means spiders, but that's not what I'm looking for.
The boost gauge limit has been.
Come on, give it to me. Beast Essence, we're good. Get me out of here. Alright. We should be able to make that food item now, right? I just get paranoid if this will become, like,
Pick something already.
not become accessible anymore in the future.
Hold on. You better save her.
At least the ones that are in our inventory, we can get the materials for any time, I think.
Oh,
but
what would do your...
I just want to make sure, okay?
Let's eat
That
all
was
these.
amazing.
Love
Thank
me
you.
a sugar rush.
Rest out there, okay?
Alright, now we can continue story.
Let's hit the road.
Because apparently a lot of stuff is about to become inaccessible. Which very much scares me, to be honest. Is in here?
No sense going this way.
Nope. Where am I supposed to go? This way? This way? Instead of... That was in the nightclub. This is still kind of... This is a nightclub. What the fuck's going on here? Why are you here? Jen? What are you doing here?
Oh, it's you lot. I heard about what went down this morning.
It's been some time. Since last spring, yes? Good to see you again, Aaron. The rest of you as well.
Yeah.
It seems Lao Da Mao, old Boss Cat's granddaughter, isn't with you today, though.
Elder of Hayway's Liu family, Gen Liu.
Who do you think you're calling old boss cat? You're the same as ever, you wrinkly coot.
Ah! Huh. Well, I guess considering how well connected you are, shouldn't be surprised you know him too. You're asking about the society? Nah, nix that. It's gotta be about whatever Sal and Ashen are after, isn't it?
Of course, that would make sense.
Indeed, you're correct. Strange disappearances and a mysterious white woman. The details of what happened at the auction house have been shared across Hayway, and the various families have begun to make their moves. However, I'm unable to share anything more than that with you.
But shouldn't we be cooperating as much as we can in times like this?
I know I'm not in Hayway, so you can't tell me jack shit. But still.
Oh, this geezer's being so unusually stubborn today, it's even giving me a headache. At this point, we both know each other's weaknesses, so it's a real pain in my backside trying to break him down.
I've truly underestimated you. Yes, I imagine she's just about the only person who could negotiate with one of Hayway's elders like this.
Well, we have gotten some new information via the society about the white ornament they left to you. Since you were the ones who went through the effort of getting it, I suppose we can give you something to work with as compensation.
Much obliged. If you know that much, then I guess we had some scary folks following us the whole time we were down in the basement, huh?
Wait, really? You're probably already marked it by the time we visited Sal and Ashen for information. I didn't even notice. But wouldn't she not have been able to see them?
She probably didn't care.
I'm sure she spotted them, yeah. Probably decided to just be funnier to let them be, though. She totally would. Yeah. So, man, what's this info you got for us?
Strictly speaking, I'm not part of Arkwright Solutions, but I hope it'll be okay if I sit on this as well.
I'll join in myself, if it's all the same. I called it information, but it's more question than it is answer.
Yeah?
So the white ornament you recovered. As I'm sure you've noted already, it bears a strong resemblance to Epstein's legacy, the Genesis.
Yeah, good point.
You may have forgotten, but one of them was hidden away in Langpo. To be precise, it was in Heilong Chengzai, the land that was sealed away 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, is that? Oh, I remember him mentioning this before. If I recall correctly, that location has close ties to Aaron's circumstances.
As you learned back then, we of Hayway sealed the tyrant away to die there. And one of the Genesis you came there for was sealed in the very same place with him. So that then begs the question, why did he have one of Professor Epstein's devices in the first place?
That's a great point. Why did he have that there? Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Why would he have that, out of all things?
When, from whom, and under what circumstances did the tyrant obtain that Genesis?
Sorry, I drink some water.
No one, not even us at the highest levels of Hayway, had any knowledge about that device being there.
Really? You had no idea it was even there?
For real?
Huh. If it was 4 years ago, that would have been 15 years after Professor Epstein passed. So how did the tyrant come to handle a Genesis?
How could it have possibly made all the way to him all the way from him to Langport? Thinking about it, it's the same sort of situation for those people with the white ordnance, right? How are these things exactly being tossed around? That's right. A group similar to DG, ordnance that are similar to the Genesis. There are a lot of coincidences piling up all of a sudden.
So it's AD. That's more of an important point than I expected. That's all the compensation I can give you for now. But as long as the family heads are operating in the same area, such as Edith, there are more likely to be times where they'll collaborate. So feel free to arrange for any further exchanges you'd like with myself, my granddaughter, Sao, or even Yin.
Yep, that's the plan. One of these days, you're gonna be the one coming to us for info. One of these days. Maybe. Alright, we're going to Riverside. Oh boy. Oh, this number.
Hey there, darling.
Hello,
How have you all
darling.
been? Your fixer work still going well?
Ah, shoot, forgot to stop by earlier. But yeah, it's going okay, all things considered. Don't suppose you got anything new about that AD group for me, do you?
As it just so happens, one of our late seniors from the guild stopped by my place not too long ago. And I've been having a nice long chat with this rare customer. Could it be Zen?
Ran into him and ourselves just this morning. Wouldn't have expected that shade bear to ever come to your shop, though.
Don't worry, he knows that I often serve underground types, so he's been on his best behavior. Anyway, he wanted me to pass on a message if I was able to get in contact with you. Namely, that this is a good opportunity for you to come and meet the special guest we got with us.
Huh? No clue who that could be, but you make it sound like a pretty big fish. But, got it. We'll swing by if we can find the time.
I'll be waiting for you. We've got some other stuff to talk about, so no rush.
Alright.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I really could use your assistance. Everyone from Arkwright Solutions, and Elaine as well.
Huh?
That voice. Could be? Who was that voice? Feels familiar. And with that, my message is delivered. We'll be waiting, darlings.
That voice feels familiar.
I feel like I've heard that man's voice somewhere before. His voice was pretty calm. Oh, wait! Yes, we first met him during the illusory coup, and then saw him again at that political debate. From what I hear, he's been pretty active in Parliament recently.
Oh.
It seems he's been questioning the Patriot League about problems that have come up as a result of the space program. Correct, and due to that, he's been in frequent contact with the guild as of late. But given our charter, there's not much we can publicly do to help him.
Something about non-intervention for political stuff, yeah? Sounds like a real pain in the ass. But still, given the guy's position, I'm willing to bet he's got some good info for us. Alright then, once we got everything else settled, we're headed over to Brimati's in Riverside. Oh boy, here we go. To Riverside.
Well then, shall we?
Jin really is with the senator.
They seem really engrossed in their conversation. Let's leave them be until the time is right.
Alright, time's alright. Is what I would say. If it wasn't, probably go ahead in time and let's end it here for today. So, thank you all so much for watching and hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all later. Peace.